All right, we're back. Let's see if everything looks good on the stream. Yep, looks decent. Okay, cool. Welcome back, everyone. It's part 7 in our I don't know how many part series on on this project. Um, where to begin? Sorry, I'm streaming later than I normally do. Normally, I stream and do these videos in the morning. Wasn't able to do one this morning. I was caught up with work, but at the end of the day, I really wanted to make a little bit more progress on this wave view, and so it's currently like 9 p.m. and so I'm a little tired, but I think I still have enough energy to put in at least an hour, get this wave view done. One of the reasons why, if we remember where we ended up last time, we had our wave view and we were trying to figure out how to how to get it such that, let me drop this from the preview if I can get this to reload. How to get the hang on one second, get a notification. Cool, nothing, great. How to get the wave part that's above the horizon. So in our preview here, basically how to render this a different color relative to the rest of the wave view here. We were trying to do that. I was trying to do that by applying a um, a blended layer on top that would apply a different color to the stroked wave shape underneath it. And I spent a lot of time on this. And I did some additional research. Where's my stuff? Did some additional research, just looking around at like how this might be possible using just purely blended shapes. Um, and I came up short, and so I'm gonna change tacks and use a different approach. And the way I think I want to do this now is instead of just applying uh, like a shape layer on top, like a rectangle with a different color, and then having that blend down and project onto the wave view, what I'm going to try to do is actually have two wave views on top of each other, uh, and one of them be the one on the top be a different color than the other, and clip the upper wave view such that it only renders the part above the horizon. So there will effectively be two waves, one on top of the other, that are identical, but half of the upper wave will be clipped so that it only shows the top. I think that might be a little bit easier to do and get around this whole blending thing. Won't have to mess with the blending layers. So that's the approach I want to take. We'll try it out, see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll figure something else out. Cool. So I'm going to first of all get rid of these rectangles, I believe. I'm going to get rid of the composite drawing group, get rid of this drawing group, and we should get back to our normal view here. It gives us something a little bit easier to work with. There we go. So we've got two wave views next to each other just to see how they sit. In our wave view, we have a z-stack and a geometry reader so that we can get information about the size. I'm going to stack two of these wave views on top of each other. One night view and one day view. The day view is going to, I want to have the day view sit on top, I believe. So let's make this the day color. Day color should be green. Cool. Now for this, I want to effectively clip the this day wave at at a certain height at the horizon line. So to do that, let's look up what would this be? Mask shape Swift UI. How to mask view with another one. So there's a view modifier called mask that in fact, let's just read the documentation on it. Mask. Yes. And let's look at the documentation here. Use mask when you want to apply the alpha opacity value of another view to the current view. So, for instance, here, if I wanted to, let's do a rectangle of, let's say, what are the, I want the frame to be half of this. So let's say frame, let's make the height, can I just do this? Proxy dot size dot height divided by 2. Where's this set? So we have our mask. What are they doing here? This example shows an image masked by a rectangle with a 10% opacity. Let's see what this does. Curious. What does this look like without the mask? Okay, it's that. It's that. If I get rid of the opacity, it's that. Okay. Opacity 0. Does it disappear? Yep, it disappears. So let's do opacity 0, and then, for instance, if I wanted to mask it by the frame height proxy dot size dot height divided by 2. Do I need to give it a width as well? Width proxy dot size dot width. Interesting. Tell me more about the view here. View whose alpha the rendering system applies to the specific view. Okay. So here's my documentation. Alignment center. The view whose alpha the rendering system applies to the specified view. So I assume that it would, like this rectangle should take up half, or it should take up the entire view, right? I wonder if this looks uses the bound similar to like overlay. So for instance, let's do this. Foreground color, red. Okay, so there's our red view. Okay. And if if I give it a frame that looks like this? What does it look like? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Hmm. 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 I wonder. Seems seems ugly and hacky. Yeah, it seems ugly and hacky, but um, let's see what happens. Let's experiment a little bit. Whoops. So, for instance, here. Yeah. See, that's what I want. Put another proxy in there. Okay. Um, let's call this inner proxy, and let's get rid of all of our scratch. Yeah. See, that looks nice. I don't know if you can tell there, but let me zoom in a little bit. Oh man, can I pan around? So we're rendering two waves on top of each other, and half of the top wave, the bottom half of the top wave, is being clipped or masked. Cool. So that's roughly what we want. It doesn't look quite the same as the design that we have in mind here, but that's what we can finagle here. Let's work on getting that horizontal line going as well. So on top of this, let's do let's add a rectangle whose frame height is 2, and we want the center to be, I mean, we'll just make it the center of the view for now, because that's roughly what's happening here. Position. We can make this proxy dot. It's a point, right? Actually, I just want to, yeah, whatever. X should be proxy dot size dot width divided by 2. We want the same thing for the height, right? Yeah, right through the middle. Cool. So what does this look like in our weather view right now? How jank? I mean, not bad. not not great, considering it's not. Looks like it's only clipping this part, which is that's interesting. Let's see if we can inspect that. Can I inspect that? What does that do? Oh, different variants. Oh man, I wanna scroll you. Can I scroll you? Option, Shift, Command, Shift. Nope. Uh, daily forecast view. Dang. What do you do? Zoom, fit. Nope. If I do this, can I? Nope. Can't do that. Okay. Well, let's see what we got to do to get that the to fill up the whole part. I wonder what could be causing it to do that. It looks like it's telling it to be like that inner frame or the inner proxy. It looks like it's not it's not high enough. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on in our wave view again. I'm going to pull him up. So, what happens if we squish these down? Actually, let's look at our sun tracker view. This would be a better place to debug this. Okay. So, let's see if I can select. There's our wave view. Aha. So, the drawing on the wave view is the rendering of the wave shape in the web view is too large from what it looks like, and that's probably causing the issue. So let's fix that. Um, can I get the? Can you tell me the width and? Oh, that's so cool. You can change that here. Purple. Oh, nice. Sorry, I got distracted. Um, okay, so if this gets scrunched down, then I think it's because we have the parameters on our sinusoid fixed, and it's not respecting like how tall. Yeah. So what we'll need to change in our path is we want the amplitude to be relative to the height of the view. That makes sense. So right now we're just drawing it in the middle of the view, but if it squishes, then that's not very helpful. Like it should be centered vertically, but the overall height that the that the sinusoid takes up should grow and shrink relative to the height of the view, which it's not. Um, we're basically just, I believe here, so I set this to 5, it flattens out. So this number right here needs to change depending upon the height of the rectangle. So let's see what happens when we make this the height of the rectangle. Okay, it's a little too tall. Um, what if we do half? It's better, but I feel like we're just kind of guessing at this point. Um, how can we deterministically do this? Well, one, let me get rid of this padding. I hate this padding. Or let me at least add a border to border dot red. Can I add a border to that view? Okay, cool. So now we see the bounds of that view a little bit better. That'll help us make sure that things are being adjusted. And I'm going to get rid of this padding. There we go. Okay. So that actually looks really close. So it looks like we want to stretch everything out by 1/2 the height of the rectangle. And we can test this by adding let's add a VStack, and let's just duplicate this and see what happens when these when there's two of them. Yeah, okay, so it resizes. What if there's 8? Smushes more. Let's smush more. Yeah, that's that's basically what we want. Granted, we probably want to. We probably don't want the dot to exceed the bounds, so we might want to add a little bit of padding later. But let's start there. I'm gonna get rid of all these. We'll just do two on top of each other for our normal view. Actually, let's do one. Let me get rid of this padding. I'm gonna get rid of you, and let's see what our sun tracker view looks like now. There, that's much better. We looks like it's dipping just a little bit higher, and our sun dot is off. Is it off here too? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, that's way off. It's because circle, sun position, wave point is probably still using 50. Yes. For x in rect, we want to make that rect divided by 2. There, that's much better. And our sun tracker view now. It looks like that. That's close enough, honestly. I don't want to spend the next 5 hours working just on that one view. So that's pretty good. Let's make it look a little bit nicer just because these colors are bad. This looks like it's got a gradient. And so, oh man, how are we going to do that? Ooh. All right, we'll worry about that later. The horizon color, let's give that a separate color in our sun tracker view. So we've got day color, night color, and then sun color. Let's give it a let horizon color. And we will make this our horizon color. And here, nope, gray. Like that. It's going to complain because our sun tracker here is no bueno. Cool. So these colors are really ugly. So let's see if we can match them with the mocks. Let me zoom in here. And we'll pull out our color picker, which is actually just our digital color meter. And we'll grab this. It's 63, 72, 87. So day is color dot, nope, 62. Man, I'm really bad at, I have terrible memory. Come on. 63, 72, 87. 63, 72, 87. Looks good. And our horizon line is 67, 73, 88. 67, 73, 88. Also need to make that line a little thinner, I think. And our night color is going to be 28, 36, 57. 28. Already forgot it. 28, 36, 58. 36, 58. Is that really it? Really? Does that match? Why do these colors seem so different? What? Okay. Oh. Uh, oh. Maybe because I'm in a different color space? Let's try this. 28, 45, 63. 28, 45, 63. That looks a lot closer. That looks a lot closer. I'm probably going to have to do that to all the colors that I've done. And actually, I'm tired of swapping back and forth. Let's move you over. Can you still see? Yep, my head's not blocking the way. And then here, scooch over. 69, 78, 88, 69, 78, 88. Yeah. And then here, you're gradient technically, so I'll pick the top one. 65, 77, 89. 65, 77, 89. Cool. And then are you just pure white? You're just pure white, Mr. Sun. Boom. It's pretty close, not gonna lie. This needs to be thicker. How much thicker do you need to be? Let's count. You are how tall? You are 12 tall. I think what we're going off a scaling factor of 3. So let's make the stroke. Nope, you don't belong there. You belong here. Let's say let stroke width is equal to 4. Let's add our type. Yep. And then let's call this wave stroke width. Let's duplicate for the horizon stroke width. Let's just make you 1. Neat. And sun tracker, how are we looking? Not bad. Not bad. I think that looks pretty close. Pretty sneaking close. Let's pull it up on the weather view. We'll compare. Let me gonna make you smaller. Not much. Like, dang. It's not bad. I think it should be squished a little bit more. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Considering where we were yesterday, I am pretty happy with that. It looks like there's just a tiny shadow on top of the horizon. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Because that's pretty simple to do. So let's add a shadow of 2. Is that gonna be too much? What's it projected on? Let's see if I can zoom in here. See if it's only on the bar or if it's on the. Not even a yeah, it's a slight shadow. What'd you call that? Would you call it a shadow or an outline? Call it a shadow, but it's only 1 point. And I might make it even, might make it just like a light gray, honestly. Lighter gray. I'm spending way too much time on this part, but I like it. Um, Shadow. Ah, dang. I can change the shadow color, right? Or is that using tint? Shadow color. Let's say this is gray, opacity 0.3. How's that look? That's close enough. I like that. I don't want to spend way too much time on this. Cool. And in our weather view, not bad. Not too bad. Now there is, looks like there's a little bit more, well actually the one thing I have to do is I need to pull this wave view all the way to the edges. There should be no padding on the sun tracker view. So let's do that. I'm going to get rid of this padding. I'll need to do this part by hand. This will add, just add regular padding for now. No insets. What do you look like? That's actually pretty close. What happens if I just give the default padding everywhere? Oof. Ooh. You're too big. And you have too much padding. Padding. What can I pass in here? Edges. Let's say padding. Can I stack padding? So if I say edges dot horizontal. Cool. And if I add padding to U, yeah, that's way too much. Let's get technical. Get real accurate here. 45. That's what? 15. So let's say padding top 15. And then padding dot horizontal. And then between U and U is what? 60. So 20 points. We'll say padding bottom 20. Right? Is that too much? Huh? Oh? That's not 20? Is that for real? Hmm, something funky. That looks funky. Why is there so much Why is there so much spacing between the this and this? That's weird. Huh. Hmm. Is it you? No. That's very strange. Oh, also, I found out that I can just say text, and I can give it I believe I can get it a I'll do that later. I'm getting distracted. Um, let's do padding top here. That is so much. What is this extra? What's this extra bit of space doing here? I don't get that. Where's that coming from? Is that like default spacing in the VStack? Oh, it is. Oh, I want to control the spacing myself, right? Um, and so now padding top. That's still. I mean, that is 20, but that's too much. That looks bad. Let me just confirm that that's not what it's supposed to look like here. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Yeah, there's like 39 points. That should be like 13. Yeah, but still. Okay, well we can get rid of you now. We can put you back up here now that we know exactly why. Bottom. Let's do 8 points. It's like, yeah, it looks better. I just do that. Call it a day. Yeah, I like that. You look like you should be a little bit bigger, but it's say la vie. Um, you you are wrong. This color is wrong, and it's really bugging me. So you are 54, 77, 99. 54, 77, 99. 54, 77, 99. That is much better. I'm going to have to go back and standardize all of these because that's going to get really old really quickly doing that. Yeah, that's up too much. There was too much padding there. Um, top 10. Oops. Cool. I like that. While I'm over here in UV index, I'm going to go ahead and change this color as well to match our weather view. Not bad. I like that. That looks good. Okay. That only took 40 minutes to finally get that right. Um, but I'll take it. Let's do this thing right here. I think we have everything we need to already do this. And so let's take a look at our UV index. We have our progress view with the progress view style. Right now it's only given a single color, but what I would like to do would be to give it a gradient of colors. So let's look at our progress view again and see what that foreground color is. This is any shape, so I should theoretically be able to give it a gradient of colors. We can try that by, let's do UV gradient. Is it gradient? Gradient? I think it's gradient. Yeah, gradient. Let's do, you're going to be a linear gradient. For here, we'll turn a linear gradient colors and starting point leading, endpoint trailing, and for our colors, oh man, what do you start at? Green, yellow, orange, red, purple. Green, yellow, orange, red, purple. Can I do that? And then, can I do this? Oh my gosh, I can. That looks good. That looks, that actually looks pretty good. Granted, the dot is cut off. That's not good. So, and that gray, I don't love it, but I don't I don't want to mess with it too much right now. We can come back and do like a whole round of polish on top of that. Um, where am I clipping? I'm clipping this. If I don't clip that, the one way that I was going to do this. So I'm clipping the whole Z stack so that we can cut off the top of this dot because that's what it's like up here. The stroke of the dot, basically. But I think I can do that by applying a mask instead on the capsule. I really don't want to do that right now though. I just don't. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it for now. We'll come back and fix that. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, it's not great. Um, I will change this color though. Just so it looks a little bit nicer in the box. It's decent. It's not great. Um, how's our weather view look now? Not bad, actually. Actually, not bad. That looks pretty good. I feel like the font is just slightly off. I feel like both of these should be a little bit bigger. So let's do that. Let's make that looks right, 14. And then in our UV index view, make U 14. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Cool. Okay, so those are two views. Um, we we've got two more underneath it, uh, and actually one of them's cut off. Let me take another snapshot of what that should look like. Actually, I might just do that. I might do that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. One, it'll be the morning time, so I'll get another. I'll be able to take a snapshot that's similar to what this looks like. In terms of the colors, that'll be helpful for the color matching. Um, there's an air quality one here. We could just go ahead and mock that up because of it uses that same progress view. Let's go ahead and drop that in real fast while we're here. Air quality view. Let's create another one. Another view here called air quality view. Pull you up. In our weather view, the air quality should sit between the 10-day and the map view, which we'll also need to do. So here, do our air quality view. Right now it's just going to say hello world. And for our view that we're going to load, we're going to have a VStack. We're going to have text that says air quality, blah, 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 blah. 24, good. Then our spacer. Can't forget the spacer. And then, actually, I think we can forget the spacer here. We'll just add padding. But we've got a similar UV index view with this progress view here. Progress view. It needs a similar gradient that we've defined here. And we're going to go and clean up all this other stuff later once I get in the mood to clean up, which might be in a video or two. Might take another break from view creation in general to just to clean it up. In fact, I might do at the end of this video, I might at least clean up the directory, because now that we have a bunch of views, this is getting a little messy. It'd be nice to do that. Alignment, leading, push everything there. Let's zoom out just a little bit. And we can't forget our good friend, this thing. What happens when I copy and paste you? Did I get that? Nope. Text, air quality, quality dot uppercase, and there was okay, I'm really gonna find that now, where I saw that you could add images in text. SwiftUI system image in text. Yeah, see, like that. That's what I'm talking about. Because then you can apply the font on the entire thing, font and forward color, like view modifiers, and it'll size accordingly. That, and it makes it easier to read versus embedding it in an H stack, um, which we might need to do. We actually might need to do that anyway because um, actually, let's see. Let's see if we need to or not. Um, ah, I don't. That's cool. Even though this is in a view stack, the two text elements side by side, it knows to do that. That's really awesome. We'll do the foreground color equal to, what were you? I should, I should really make this a constant somewhere. In fact, I'm going to do that. Just, at least for the time being, we'll call this, how should I make this extension on color? Um, hmm, yeah. So let's import SwiftUI. Let's do an extension on color. Let's have a um, let's have a struct called theme, and let's have some constants. We'll call this section header color. And we will have a func, we'll say var current theme returns a theme, and let's just return a theme like that for right now. So now everywhere, like here, we can say color dot I need to make that static font or static var. Where are you? Here. Static var color dot current theme section header color. Right? Right. It didn't apply that to the didn't apply it to both, did it? Is there something I gotta do to make it? Oh, I gotta add parentheses around all of it. Interesting. Okay. So that'll apply it to both. Um, and then I want to change this other places. So, whoop, what happened? Why'd you do that? Foreground color. Color dot current theme dot section header color. Here and here. And actually, I want to do a text of view. Plus, and I want to do this, and I want to get rid of the H stack now. Aha! Are you gonna fit? Yeah, you fit. That looks cool. And yeah, I like that. 12 look right there? Yeah, ish. I can do same thing here. Uh, actually, I can do this, group you in parens with text around the image, clean you up, and the color should be color.currentTheme.sectionHeaderColor, and I can plop you out of the HStack. And of course, give you all the padding you need. I'll just go ahead and apply that same padding. You don't have the same padding. You might need to fix that. Weather condition, no. Snapshot, temperature, progress view, daily forecast view. Yeah, so like you need color dot current theme section header color. Let's wrap you in text plus remove those modifiers, group you up, and pull you out of the HStack. Today forecast. It looks a little small. And then do the same thing in the hourly forecast, but I'm going to grab the color. Oh, hourly forecast? Yeah, hourly forecast didn't have it. I guess technically this is like the header. Oh, we're there. Nope, no horizontal rules there. Okay, so going back, air quality view. We need to go to our good friend SF symbols to find whatever that is, those dots. Is that in the weather? Let's see. Dots, 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 dots. AQI, air quality indicator? Maybe? AQI low is what it looks like. Okay. What do the paints look like for palette? Huh, doesn't change. Okay, so you're going to be AQI low. And in our weather view, perfect-ish. What do we do for these things? We add padding and this ultra thin material. So we'll go ahead and do that on our air quality view as well. Like that. Cool. This is still ugly because we don't have the font modifiers on anything else. And let's grab that font 12 and a shadow radius of 1. Foreground, shadow radius of 1. Goodness. That looks terrible. Is that what it looks like on... Ugh. Let's make the color gray, opacity 0.2. Radius 0.2. All right. I'm sure that'll look better once it's actually on the same kind of background. Okay, so for these two fonts, you look roughly the same as, oh man, let's measure you. So call it there and 39. So we'll do these here. Foreground is going to be dot white. Uh, 13. There's no way that that's 13. Really? Um, you're probably something like bold. Let's just do both of those for now. What do you look like in the weather view? Not bad, although you shouldn't be bold. Let's make the preview of this. Let's put you in a VStack with background of blue and padding. And spacer. Here we go. So now let's adjust this font. I think well, let's make you normal. Regular. Sorry, excuse me, regular. And let's make you 24. And then let's do padding, bottom of 10. Let's get rid of our spacing. Let's do the same here. And let's do the same here for good measure. But you should actually be closer to 96. What, 32? Okay, how do you look? Not bad. I think there's a little bit more padding here. Call it. What's 42 divided by 3? 14. That sounds right. So progress view, padding on the bottom of 14. Yeah. What about the leading edges? The same? 16. Okay. So let's do, in here, mm, 16. So does that mean that yeah, I think that'll look good. I want a little bit of padding there. Ooh, can I do this? Should I do padding or spacer? Padding, trailing, 5. Oh no, it's not gonna like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna like that. Can I do spacer? Oh, could you imagine? No. I'll figure out a way to add padding there. This might actually just be two separate views next to each other, like a proper image view, and then the text next to it. Eh, there's what it is. Um, Zooming out, I don't think this is regular. I think it's one up, which would be what? Was that semi-bold? No. Dot book? Was that it? Black? Medium? Yeah, you might just be medium. Yeah, that looks good. Padding on this is scuffed. This should be 16 to match up with that. In that. We'll fix that. We'll fix that later. I like this. And what are we at right now? How long have we been streaming? Um, I think about an hour. Oh, hey. I got some chats. Yeah. Yeah, Duckface Thug. Thanks for joining. Rebuilding the iOS weather app. I don't know if you're still in here. Um, been doing this is part 7 in the series, and today I worked on finishing out this curve, uh, building out the rest of this UV index and the air quality. Just the view part right now, and then later in a later part we'll hook everything up to actual data. Um, but that's it. I think this is a good stopping point. Um, Stream for about an hour. We've got these three views basically done. From a visual standpoint, it's not exact. Uh, we'll come back and do a whole level of polish on top, but at least the general components are there, and then we can move on to some of the other fun ones. I think next time, if I don't clean up, actually, I'll clean up now. I'll clean up these directories now. Let's call this. Let's call these views. That one, 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 that one. Pull all those into views. Oh, I need to rename you. Oh, gosh. Come on. There we go. Views. Pull you at the top. We'll have another group. We'll call these models for now. Just these three here. And we'll have another one for extensions. We'll pull in our color theme. Come on. There we go. We'll put views, models, extensions, color theme, and hopefully we'll keep assets and previews down there. Cool. I think that's it. Next time I'll either do cleanup or I'll work on this map view or another fun view. Let me go ahead and let me just pull up the weather app real quick and take a screenshot of the radial gauge. That's gonna be really fun to build. New movie. So this view right here, this is gonna be really fun to build. It's complicated, it's neat. If we can have it animate, that'd be really cool too. So that'll be a fun one. Maybe that's one that we can build next time. Take a screenshot of that. And then while I'm here, the pressure gauge, that's going to be fun. All interesting views that I haven't done before. And then once we get all these views done, we can start working on piping all the data to it, at least stubbing out what the data models look like. And then once we have that, we can start to find a good remote API to pull that data from and start to pull it all together. But that's it. I'm gonna call it. It's late. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, you can find these on Twitch in the VOD section. They don't stay for very long, and so if you want to see the all of the series that isn't still up on Twitch, I put them on YouTube at youtube.com/Let's Build with Bits, and you can see them all. But that's it. Again, leave a comment if you want to see something else. If I could be doing something better or differently, I don't. I'm still learning myself, and so I'd love any sort of feedback anyone has. But that's it. Thanks, everyone. Bye.